The Alexander cell and corrosion noise. Hello everyone, and welcome to this mentoring session for coordinators and participants. In this session we will explore corrosion monitoring in a deeper and more advanced way, focusing not only on the Alexander cell but also on an important concept known as corrosion noise. Corrosion is an electrochemical reaction that leads to the deterioration of metal when it interacts with its environment. Traditionally, corrosion monitoring has relied on measuring electrical potentials, assuming that fluctuations in readings are caused by external interference. However, this assumption is not always correct. In many cases, what appears to be interference is actually generated by the corrosion process itself. This phenomenon is known as corrosion noise. Corrosion noise consists of energy signals produced during the corrosion reaction. These signals have very long wavelengths and occur slowly, often over 1 or 2 seconds or more. Because of this, they do not appear as clear wave patterns. Instead, they show up as gradual fluctuations in the measurement readings, which can be misleading. Engineers may interpret these fluctuations as electrical interference from external sources, when in fact they are part of the corrosion activity. This discovery has significant implications. It shows that corrosion is not a steady, uniform process, but a dynamic system with its own electrical behaviour. Understanding this behaviour is essential for accurate monitoring and control. Research into corrosion noise has been explored in different places, including work associated with scientists from NASA and studies at the University of Manchester Institute of Science and Technology. Practical developments have also been carried out in collaboration with teams in Milan, where a simple but effective circuit was designed to control corrosion noise. The principle behind this control method can be understood by thinking about sound waves. When two sound waves are out of phase, they cancel each other out. For example, if two speakers face each other and produce opposite wave patterns, the sound between them disappears. The same concept can be applied to electrical energy. By generating an opposing signal, it is possible to cancel out the energy associated with corrosion noise. A small circuit was developed using this principle and tested successfully in real conditions, including applications on naval vessels over several months. The results demonstrated that controlling corrosion noise can reduce or influence corrosion activity. This leads us to the importance of the Alexander cell. The Alexander cell is unique because it is the only practical method that measures the actual effect of corrosion rather than just electrical potential. Traditional tools, such as the half cells, measure potential equilibrium but do not directly measure corrosion activity. As a result, they cannot detect whether corrosion noise is present or whether it has been controlled. The Alexander cell works by measuring corrosion current directly. When a corrosion reaction occurs, it produces a measurable current. If the reaction stops, the current stops. If the system is influenced by effective cathodic protection or corrosion noise control, the current can even reverse direction. But the point at which the current stops is the criterion for corrosion control. This makes the Alexander cell a powerful and essential tool for understanding what is really happening at the metal interface. It allows coordinators and engineers to distinguish between actual corrosion and misleading signals. It confirms whether protection systems are truly effective, not just in theory, but in real operation. The key message is that corrosion monitoring should not rely solely on potential measurements. Corrosion is a dynamic electrical process, and corrosion noise is an integral part of that process. Ignoring it can lead to incorrect conclusions, while understanding it provides a much higher level of control. In conclusion, the Alexander cell is more than just a measuring device. It is a tool that reveals the true nature of corrosion, including the hidden effects of corrosion noise. By using it, we can detect real corrosion activity, verify protection performance, and ensure the long-term safety and reliability of pipelines and structures. Thank you for your attention, and it is important that this knowledge continues to be shared, developed and applied in practice.